Hello there. This is Cheryl Lentz, Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, doing my follow-up Friday. Happy New Year! I hope you all had a great New Year. If you're on, I gave people time to sleep in, time to get lunch, time to sit back and relax before I normally come on at 2. But today I pushed it back, and I'll tell you why. We had Chinese for lunch. And so, sorry, Julie. It was so delicious. We had to take a little extra time. So that's what we did. Hello, Cindy. I'm so glad you could join me. So hopefully we'll have some more people on. I have two new stamp sets that we're going to play with today to make the card I showed you on Tuesday with this cute little go-round thing here. So I'm going to get that started, and I didn't even put I didn't even put my stamps on the blocks yet, so we're going to do it all. We're going to do it all from scratch. So we'll get started. I'm going to turn the camera around. If you're here, say hello. Give me a message. Tell me how you spent your New Year's. We went out and had a wonderful dinner, and then came home and stayed up and said Happy New Year, and then it's like, go to bed. Go to sleep now. So it was nice. This is going to be a great year. We're going to start out fresh. Thank you, Cindy. Happy New Year to you, too. It's going to be a good year. We're all going to get by. It'll be good. So I'm going to turn the camera around. Well, hello, Yvonne. You found me today. I'm so happy. That's excellent. Yay. And I know I talked with Miss Vi and Ron, and they're going to be watching later. So that'll be a lot of fun. So we will... they're gonna watch me on YouTube. So hello, Yvonne. I hope you had a good New Year's. Hello, Miss Vera. Thank you for the lovely Christmas card. I hope you had a great New Year's too. We're gonna have a great start here. There's so many wonderful things in this new catalog. I've been sitting and just designing. They're putting a limit on me, so I only design like 2 or 3 for each set, and I keep moving on because I have so many sets that I've purchased that I need to play with them all and let them all know how much I love them. So I will be sharing that with you through the time between January and June. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to turn the camera around and get started because I have to put my stamps on my blocks. So here we go. Let's see here. Turn the camera around. Hello, Mary Catherine. Happy New Year. Wow. We have a big group here today. Yahoo. Let's see here. Happy New Year. We had a really nice dinner with friends that we've been friends with forever and ever. Oh, you're spending your birthday stuck in the house? Oh no, that's not good. Well, stamp. That would be my solution to being stuck in the house. I sometimes don't mind it. You know why? Because I can stamp. So this is the card that we're going to do, that I'm going to stamp with you today. It actually uses 2 different sets. So the front of it and the paper is from the Forever and Always. And then the inside, I liked that this is from Lots of Heart stamp set that's in the new catalog also. And I liked it because this little dotted heart matches my dotted paper. So matchy. I love that. And I think I talked to you on Tuesday. I so love that the back of this is Blushing Bride. The base is Rococo Rose. This Blushing Bride is embossed with the Scripty 3D embossing folder. And it's words from love poems. So it's perfect to use in this. And I just wanted to remind you, so when you use the Scripty, this is the Scripty 3D folder. They have a line here, so you can line your cardstock up with that and know that you're nice and straight putting it on there, because with the words and the lines, if you're off a bit, it looks quirky. And then when you're using the new emboss and cut machine, you use base plate number 1. You put your cardstock, and I always put the fold going towards the inside of the machine. You put your embossing folder in your cardstock, and then you use plate number 4, and that's how it's run through the machine. So when you have those thicker 3D, where it says 3D scripty, that's what you're going to use. So let me go ahead and put some of my stamps on the blocks here. So when I go in to use them, I always tear off the top sheet and I put it inside so I don't lose it. Otherwise I'll be hunting for it all over the place, and I have lost some. So I try to remember to do that. When I'm lining up my blocks, this one has all these nice words, I'm going to use my paper, my grid paper, line it up on there, line my block up on a grid, on a line here, and then put it down so I know that I have that straight. So that's for that one. And then the inside is with this lots of heart stamp set. So again, I'm just going to tear off the front here. Woo! And then this one, I have my heart smiles, just thinking about you. I thought that was such a sweet line. So I'm going to pull that over. So I'm lining it up on my grid paper. Oh, I love this grid paper. I just said to Lisa, I cannot do without it. I have to use my grid paper all the time. This one has this nice line of hearts here. So again, I'm just gonna line it up on here so I know it's nice and straight. And grab one more block here. Let's do this one. There we go. Oops, I have it the wrong way. Duh. That will not do. Here we go. I love that this is nice and long, so you can put it on the inside of your card. There we go. Ta-da. Now I left it off here because I'm not going to be inking up all of the hearts, because mine's going to go right off of the paper there. So otherwise I would have used a bigger block if I wanted to get all the hearts on there. And then this is the nice little polka dot heart. So cute. Put that on here. There we go. I'm using Blushing Bride and Memento ink. And we're also going to use, I'm going to set these off to the side, for this love. I love that script like that. So I have the Rococo Rose, which is the base color of the card too, and I have our adhesive sheets. So for the adhesive sheet, I cut it just slightly smaller than my Rococo Rose piece. And I'm going to pull off the cover here. And then I'm just going to set this down. I kind of curl it up and line it up on one end and set it down on my cardstock. And what this is going to do is create a sticker for me. So I can cut out that love and I have a sticker. So I don't have to worry about using green glue and gluing it on. So we might as well go ahead and cut those out while I have it here. I'm just going to check and see where y'all can still see. Hello, Bobby! Happy New Year! So here's the die cuts, the Always dies that go with the Forever and Always stamp set. They can be purchased in a bundle, which is always your best deal, because then you get 10% off. So there we go. So I have my two little pieces. I have my little mini Stampin' cut here, cut and emboss machine. It's not stamping, it's cutting and embossing. Here we go. Let me get my plates out here. And I'm going to run this through. So again, I have plate number 1, plate number 2, and then my words here. I'm going to put my love on this one. And this is the background piece to the love. There. Let's see. Can you guys, am I in the screen there? I'll go this way, I guess, so you can see it better. How's that? Now let's move that up. Okay, so I'm just going to run this through. Very convenient. I have my little baby machine here. Gotta get it straight. There we go. Okay, but I moved it. My fault, because I'm wiggling around on this paper. There we go. Get up there, mister. I suppose I could use washi, or I could just keep doing this and talking to it. So that's probably what I'll do. There we go. Okay. There. Ta-da. And it should be cut all the way through, even though we have that double layer. It looks like it cut all the way through for me. So, thank you. Love the new machines. Love, love, love the new machines. Okay, let's get that out of the way. Let's straighten this up because I'm making everybody dizzy when I keep moving it. All right, here we go. So I have my little things here. I'm going to pull this out, and my love is in there. And oops, here we go. I'm just going to push the L out here. I'll get all my pieces kind of put together, and then I can build the card. I like to get all the elements, the little loose elements out of the way, and then just go ahead and build the card. And I'll show you what I found to be the easiest way to do that little, what is that called? Pinwheel. To do the pinwheel. I said I did that pinwheel, and then when I went in and looked, they had a whole bunch of cards with pinwheels. I said, well, I didn't see those when I did mine. And for the pinwheel, it's there's an easy way to do it and put it all together, which I will show you. What I would suggest, no matter what kind of cardstock you're using, is that you use 2 different cardstocks or designer paper that are different, quite a bit different from each other. So a light and a dark, or you know, the pattern wise that they kind of go together. But you'll have more contrast. They need to contrast well against each other. So here's the background, love. Here's the L, like Laverne and Shirley. That's what it reminds me of. And then you're just gonna
rest in peace, Squiggy.
Yeah, Squiggy, and Squiggy's gone. Rest in peace, Squiggy. I'm just gonna pull that apart, maybe not. Yeah, here we go. And take my time. So you pull that off, and then you have a nice little sticker. And what I like to do is kind of start at one end, wherever, and kind of line it up in the center here of where I'm going. Ta-da! Just like that. A lot easier than using the green glue. And I am a fan of green glue through and through. I love it. But when you're doing this really fine work, the adhesive sheets are fabulous. And they are your friend. Just saying. It's makes it so much easier. A little springy here. There we go. Come on, there. Okay. Ta-da. So, and on this one, I'm going to start at this end, so I get it right in the beginning here, and then by the time I get to the L, it should all line up. There we go. Pulling that down, I'm matching up the end of the V here. Ta-da! So, makes it a lot easier. Save yourself a little bit of time and effort by just using the right tools. Okay, so to make our pinwheel, I have 2 squares the same size here. I'm gonna put this over here, my little polka dots. And this paper is from, I'm gonna read, what did I write down? It's called the True Love designer paper. That comes with that. So what I did is I took 1 square, and again, I'm using my grid paper. I could not exist without this grid paper. I'm lining up my points along the dark line on the grid paper in the center of the grid paper, okay? Then I'm going to take this square, and I'm just going to eyeball it to get it centered here so that it looks pretty much the same. I am going to mark it here just so I can put it back in, because I'm going to add some glue to it and then glue this down. So, oops, come on. I'm going to go like this, like that, and then I know that's where that's going to go back. And then I'm going to put adhesive just on the center here of my square. Maybe, if my glue comes out. There we go. All right. So again, I'm just going to eyeball that, make sure I get it kind of the same here. Okay, ta-da, ta-da. So I have 4 of each of these little squares. I will tell you the size. So this black square is 2 5/8 by 2 5/8. The girls really love when I have those weirdo numbers. And then my little DSP, so I have 4 squares, 2 contrasting designer papers, okay, from the True Love, and they are 1 1/4 by 1 1/4. So I'm going to start at the top here. I'm going to take my square, one of my squares, and I'm just going to put the glue, this is going to go right here. I'm going to line it up with this point, with the point at the top, and I'm just going to put my glue along this outside edge here. This is one that's going to be covered up. This edge I have to sneak something underneath. So I'm going to put glue only on one edge, and it's the edge that's going to stay down when the whole pinwheel is finished. So this is going to go just like that. Ta-da. Okay. Now I have the white one, and this one is going to sneak underneath here and go in this corner, the corner that's, you know, kind of upright. So again, I'm going to put glue just on the inside edge. I'm going to sneak it underneath, and I'm going to line it up with my black, I'm going to move it away from that line, with my black cardstock underneath. Ta-da. Now the black one. Again, glue on one side only, side that's going to go in. I'm going to sneak it underneath here and line it up on the point. There we go. At the end, we're going to go and glue these ends down, but for right now, I'm just going to get them all lined up in order. So again, the inside, just glue on one side. By the end of this, you're going to be like, all right, I know, stop saying that. Here we go. Line it up with my outside. Oops, that's not lined up at all, is it? No, it's not. There we go. It's hard when I'm kind of leaning over here. I don't want to get in your way. Come on. All right. I gotta go in a little bit more. There we go. Ta-da. Okay. Ta-da, ta-da. I'm moving it all a little bit there. Okay. So black one. A little bit of glue. Tuck it up underneath here. Lining it up. And you just go back and forth. Just like that. But very contrasting. So contrasting color, or, you know, whatever you want to do, but you need to make sure, I mean, for the best look, to have the patterns contrast and the colors contrast. All right, and then this one, I'm going to turn this, lift this up a little, sneak this under. There we go. Ta-da. This is where I went and I was like, oh no, I did it wrong. No, I didn't. This is right. One goes under, one goes on top. Same thing. So there we go. One line of glue. This one is going to go under. This one's going to go on top. There. Ta-da! See how easy? So much fun. Now, depending on what you had, if you had some that were color, you could like bend part of this back, and you'd have like a triple thing, which would be sort of fun. I guess I'll have to try to do that with some other ones that have contrasting colors. But for right now, what I would do is just go and put a little tiny dot of glue in there, and put down all these little ends here, so they're all stuck on there nice. And that's all you need to do. I'm just going right around the circle here. There we go. So remember, the glue just goes on one edge, leaving the edge that you have to lift up free so you can finish up your design. So there we go. Ta-da, ta-da. We'll go like this. There we go. Okay, and then my little love went right smack dab in the middle. So I did use my green glue on that. Here, get that. There we go. A little bit here and there. And just lined it up here in the center, like that. Okay. Biggest part of the project is done. All right, so let's go ahead and stamp our words. I'm going to use Blushing Bride. I think the Rococo Rose, I used to have a coat, wait, remember the color that was called Dusty Rose? That's what it reminds me of, Dusty Rose. Let's see here, is this my, here's my words. Okay, so love that this is a photopolymer set, so it makes it really easy to line up on these little skinny pieces of cardstock. There we go. I wanted to center it because we also have these really cool black matte dots that come with this set too. And then let's go ahead and stamp our inside as long as we have the ink out here. So first I'm going to put my little heart on here, and then I will, and that's with black memento. A polka dot heart to match the polka dot heart in the front, on the front of the card. I put it in at a little angle here, like that. And that's the end of the black memento before I get it all over me. And then my hearts are going to go along the side, and then I'll put the verse on. I always like to get my side, if I'm putting on cardstock or designer paper, whatever I'm putting on the inside for decoration, because you know you have to layer the inside. I like to do that before I put my verse on, because if the verse needs to be kind of offset a little bit, it makes it easier. So I'm just kind of looking through, thank you photopolymer, to get my little hearts lined up. Ta-da! And then the verse for inside here. Let's get that in. Now you know the other way to line up and make sure everything fits nicely is to use the Stamparatus, which Julie is my Stamparatus queen. When they are stamping a bunch of cards, that's what they're using. It is a surefire way to make sure that everything is always lined up correctly. So it's a great way to do it if you're doing a bunch of them. Today I'm just doing this one for you, so I'm just going to wing it and hope I get it relatively straight. So let's get this piece out of the way. This is my inside layer. Yay. Get that done. It'll be interesting to see what people love in the new catalog. There's so much, and now that I've played with some of it, I can't even decide what I like best. So I have a large bucket of new products. I always go outside the box and do what I'm not supposed to do, but when I get to sit and play with them, I'm like, oh yeah, that's why I bought it. I really love that. I get a little out of control. All right, we're going to put our words on here right away. So I like the combination of the Rococo Rose and the Blushing Bride. It's like just a couple shades lighter, but it has that kind of dusty color. Not real bright pink, kind of a soft pink. I love the combination of this. All right, this piece is going to go. I'm just going to build all my little elements here. Whoops, if I can hold it, that would be great. Oh, bless you. Here we go. Put this on. I like the green glue because it gives me wiggle room in case I don't have it exactly straight. There. Look, we're almost done. This is a fast card, even though you have kind of some interesting elements. Okay, we're going to put some dimensionals on here. Pop it up. Put one in every corner here. I don't want to leave anybody out. I want it to be nice and secure. This is kind of a heavy you know, piece with all the layers of cardstock and designer paper on it. So this baby's not moving, I'll tell you that. Okay. And this, I did pop up the words also down at the bottom. So here we go with that. There. I was working on some shaker cards today, so woohoo, are we gonna have fun in class? All right, here we go. I am going to put the top piece on first, and that will kind of delegate where my line goes for my words at the bottom. And this one goes pretty close to the top. I'm just going to try to center it. Do I have them all? Yes, I do. Okay. Like this. So I'm just kind of centering. I'm looking side to side to center it, and about that far from the top, so that I'm kind of, that's what I'm doing when I'm hovering there. All right, and then my words I'm going to just center below with my little leftover space here. All right, this goes all the way to the edge of the blushing bride. Ta-da! And then I used the smaller, these matte black dots come in 2 different sizes. So I'm using the smaller ones here just to put a little dot. I mean, I love that it matches up with the paper. There. All done. Simple, simple. So there you go. Ta-da! It looks pretty much the same. All right, that's it. I don't think I have anything else. I'm gonna get back to designing. I'm gonna turn the camera around. Here we go. Well, hello, Candace. Yay! That machine does look so small. The cutting machine mini one, but you know what? So convenient for me, especially here, back and forth. When you have smaller pieces, you don't need that big platform that's 6 inches wide. It's really nice, and it cuts just as well. It's a smaller unit, but like you saw me, I had that cardstock and I had the adhesive sheet on there one time through, and it had both of them cut. You can't see my hands moving. I'm like, you think I was Italian. Hey, one time through, and it did it. Yeah, so anyhow, it cuts great. I know it's small, but that's one of the convenient, nice things about it is that the size of it. So, hello, y'all. Candace, I'm so glad that you joined me. Yay. Well, that's it. I am going to go back to my designing. I hope that you all have a great rest of the weekend, and take it easy, take care, be safe, enjoy your family, give everybody a hug. I'm a hugger and a crier. That's me. And I will see you on Talking on Tuesday at 2. Thank you so much. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.